Well, we need Greenland for national security purposes. I've been told that for a long time, long before I even ran. I mean, people have been talking about it for a long time. People really don't even know if Denmark has any legal right to it. But if they do, they should give it up because we need it for national security. That's for the free world. I'm talking about protecting the free world.
Welcome to Pearls of Time. You've just seen US President Donald Trump making waves, again, by suggesting that the United States should acquire Greenland. But why Greenland? What makes this icy island so valuable? Today we're diving deep into history to answer this question. Why did Greenland become the center of this unusual conflict? Greenland's story is as epic as its size. With a landmass larger than Mexico, it's no surprise that the island has long captured imaginations. Its first settlers were the Inuit, braving Arctic extremes to make Greenland their home. By the 10th century, Eric the Red and Norse settlers arrived, naming it Greenland, probably to trick people into thinking it wasn't a frozen wasteland. Clever, right? Fast forward to the 18th century, Greenland became part of the Danish realm. But across the Atlantic, the United States had its eye on this strategic landmass. After buying Alaska in 1867, US officials floated the idea of buying Greenland too. Why stop with one giant icy territory? Denmark, however, said, no thanks. Greenland's importance only grew during the Cold War. The US established the Thule Air Base in 1951, turning the island into a strategic Arctic outpost. It housed radar systems that kept an eye on Soviet missiles. Greenland was literally on the front lines of global defense. But this wasn't without controversy. Entire Inuit communities were displaced to make room for military installations. Imagine being told to pack up and leave your ancestral home for radar stations. For Greenlanders, this chapter remains a painful reminder of the cost of geopolitics. Still, Greenland's location between the US, Europe, and the Arctic made it indispensable. In a way, it became the Arctic's unsinkable aircraft carrier. Why didn't they teach us in school that Greenland was practically a Cold War superhero? Behind its icy landscapes lies a secret. Greenland was a silent but powerful player in the geopolitical chess game between the United States and the Soviet Union. As the Cold War escalated, its strategic location became indispensable. US military bases like Thule Air Base acted as vital outposts for monitoring Soviet activity and providing early warnings in case of nuclear attacks. Moreover, the island's airspace and radar systems were critical to the development of NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command. Greenland wasn't just a bystander, it was a silent sentinel standing guard over the Western world. How's that for a plot twist in history class? Today, Greenland's value lies beneath its melting ice. Climate change is revealing massive reserves of rare earth minerals, essential for making everything from smartphones to electric vehicles. Plus, new Arctic shipping routes could reshape global trade. In 2019, President Trump suggested buying Greenland, a proposal met with laughter in some corners, but serious consideration in others. After all, owning Greenland would give the US unparalleled access to the Arctic. Denmark, however, firmly rejected the idea, pointing out that Greenland is autonomous and makes its own decisions. So why on earth would one make a suggestion like buying Greenland? Here's where things get a little tricky. Greenland, although part of the Kingdom of Denmark, isn't quite like your average territory. It's an autonomous region, meaning it governs most of its own affairs, but Denmark still handles its defense and foreign relations. Given Greenland's strategic location in the Arctic, the US saw it as a potential asset during the Cold War, and Trump likely saw its untapped resources and military importance as something worth acquiring. But buying a place that isn't fully independent, well, that caused quite the uproar. The suggestion wasn't just about real estate, it was about power and positioning in the Arctic. But one thing's clear, Greenland with its icy allure wasn't for sale, and the idea was quickly shut down. It turns out not everything is as simple as make an offer when it comes to global politics. And let's not forget the people of Greenland. How would you feel if your home was treated like a real estate listing on Zillow? Greenlanders are proud of their heritage, and they're not about to sell it off. Greenland's journey from an icy wilderness to a geopolitical hotspot is a testament to its enduring importance. As the Arctic evolves, one thing is clear: Greenland's role in global power dynamics is only beginning. Well, there you have it. Greenland's secret role in the Cold War, and why it caught the world's attention once again. It may not be for sale, but its strategic importance will likely continue to keep it in the spotlight. Thanks for joining me today. What do you think the future holds for this icy giant? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this dive into history, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Pearls of Time for more fascinating stories from our past. See you in the next one.